I rode all night to reach Winterfell, and there it is. Lord Paramount Stark requested aid from the Citadel to renovate his ancestral home and seat of power in the north. The Seneschal sent me, Maester Eben. Hi everyone, this is Daniel. I'm playing ARK Survival Evolved on the Game of Thrones Roleplay server during the Great Council season. Today is June 18th, 2024. This is the known world map and the main mods used for Castles, Keeps, and Forts Remastered, CKFR, and the Atlas Structures mods. I want to thank DrLosty, the server owner, for allowing me to build Winterfell this season. He's a great builder himself, and he built a ruined tower in the Godswood, just over the red tree to my right. I also had help from Slondy. I laid out the outer walls, and he saved me a lot of time placing the walls. So he did all the wall work on the outer walls, which was really time consuming. It took a long time for him to do that. I did not do any of the landscaping or interior decorating. I usually build the set and let the RP actors do the decorations. Besides the help I got from DrLosty and Slondy, the rest of the build is all my own. I drew inspiration from the show and the books. Some elements that are included are a few solariums and a small version of the glass gardens. Welcome to Winterfell. Let's take a look around. This is a live server, so you might hear people RPing in the background. Try to keep that to a minimum as much as I can, but just understand there are people walking around actively doing their RP. Most of the rooms are not decorated yet. This group is still moving into the keep. It just got finished about a day ago, so it takes some time to do all of that. I'm going to do a fly around first. Trying to keep all this under 30 minutes, but it's a pretty big build. I'll cover a few places as we fly over them. This is the courtyard where the Maester's Tower is, and the workshop. This is the Forester's house. They asked if they could build their house in the castle, and the Lord Paramount let them. There's the crypt. Tried to include some features like the covered walkways, the ravenry that's attached, not quite at level 4, but close enough for what I could do for the build. Over here we've got the back training courtyard. This is the Godswood. There's the tower that DrLosty built. This tower right here, usually it's just square, but I added this feature of it's kind of in the shape of a wolf. Not quite as good as the first time I did this, but I think it's pretty good for what they're going to be using it for. And it still has the sense that you're looking at a wolf, and it's facing the Godswood. This is the front courtyard. There's the entrance. That is the covered barns, or the place where people would store their animals as they come to visit. And there's the entrance. So let's go inside and take a look around. I saved you all the noise of the doors opening and closing. I'm sure we'll hear those again a few times. This is probably my favorite room. This is the grand staircase. That roof you can only see from inside. There's no evidence of it on the outside. It's embedded within the keep. This is a grand hall. It's about 4 stories tall, maybe 4.5, 5. It's got a gallery walk all the way around the top, and that's the residential area of the keep. this grand staircase. People can come down to dinner, and through here is the great throne room and feasting hall. These are the great fireplaces. They still need to have fires put in them, but tried to follow as much as I could the images I've seen of the Great Hall. Through here is the kitchens. Kind of fell out this way, but it looks very similar to a wolf's paw, a little small wolf's paw. The kitchens have access to the outside through this door, so people don't have to go through everything to get in. This is a PvP server, but I was assured that the attackers wouldn't be able to come in through this way. They'd have to go through the main gates. Back here, by the way, this door just goes to access the main walls. It gives another access point. And there you can hear somebody walking around. Coming up the stairs, we've got the visitors meeting areas. This is more like a library sitting area where people can greet others, visitors. These are fireplaces, and these are the back stairs that go up to the residential areas. So they meet up at the same place as the main stairs. So we'll go up these stairs now, and I'll show off the second floor. Let me fly up here really quick. You can get a better view of it. I'm also doing this to make it easier to rebuild in the future. All I had for this build was just pictures that I had managed to take the last time I built it, and some of the parts were a little bit hard to remember. So this is, there's two towers like this, and this is where the staircases meet to try and make it easy for people to get around. But going around the gallery, you have certain bedrooms. I call them small, cozy apartments just because they're little spaces, and some things I need to still do touch-ups on. They all need to be filled stone. But as you can see, they're not quite just your average normal bedrooms. This is the defense, so you can actually open that up and look down on the entryway. This is small boring room. All right, you heard Jeffrey earlier complaining about all the doors in this place. This was his room. He was playing a child character, and I thought he would like this room, and so did his brother, because he has a view. But apparently he thought that was a small, boring room, so he's taking another one. This is the lounge area up here. It'll have chairs and seating areas and bookcases. And he took one of the large, boring bedrooms. I'll go in here and show it. So I call these large, boring bedrooms because they're big, but they're rather boring. And somebody else has taken one, and then the other one is still left empty. These stairs go up to the ramparts, or the top floor of the keep, and I also added these rooms in as social escape rooms, just places where people go and sit just to kind of get away from the RP if they need to take a break. Those rooms also lead out to the ramparts, which go all the way around. And we'll go back through those stairs in just a little bit, just continuing around. I have another cozy bedroom, another access point for the ramparts. And you can get to all the ramparts just from the top or also underneath. There's a lot of different ways to get around this keep. This is a little room for sleepers. When you're playing RP servers, you often have people log in once or twice, and then they end up sleeping the rest of the season. So we can just drag them in there. This is the way to the Maester's Tower. So let me go ahead and show this one off. So upstairs is the Maester's quarters. Got a nice little bedroom here. Don't need much. And then this other room is where I would be staying if I were a visiting Maester. And then down below, this is the Ravenry. So we've got these little windows that open so you can send ravens out. Going on down the stairs. These stairs, by the way, would not be possible without Atlas Structures mod. It's what allows for all of this detail work. This is the Conclave meeting room. It's going to have a large table in the middle. Just a simple room for people to meet in for their Maester RP. And continuing down the stairs. This is the main entrance for the Maester's Tower, which is right through here. This floor is for crafting, so they can do their medical crafting there. This might be for greeting guests, finding out what their needs are. Maesters on the server serve all kinds of needs, and they're pretty much the ones who can help direct RP or get you where you need to be for what you want. This is the medical room. Usually you have 2 to 3 beds in here for people to do medical RP. Sometimes they might be curing stone skin or some other strange ailment. Or they might be mixing poisons and testing them out. You never know. Out here is the small glass gardens. I set it up so that a Maester could put crop plots in there if they needed to. And then going back in here, this is just a stairway that connects the two. And then we'll go back up. And we're back in the Ravenry where we can get back to the main keep. You can see a view of the workshop on the right and the forester's house on the left. And of course there's the crypt over there. Right, this room right here is the heir's room. So he's the second in command. So a nice little apartment. It's got a few storage rooms. And it's got a good view. This is for the bed, just like a little raised platform. And going back through here really quick, I wanted to point out the mosaic tiles in the ceilings. I try to do that as often as I can, just to give a little different color viewpoint. This doorway leads to that covered porch that we looked at, and this just leads out to the walls. Going in here, this stairway leads up to the Lord Paramount's tower. And this is his quarters. So he's got all of this. Place for storage. And nicely decorated room. Another storage room. And then all the way at the top is his bedroom with the solarium. Now it's snowing outside, so it's hard to see it, but when the sun is shining, it's a nice view. And that is all by lore, that he has this solarium. I think he uses it as an office, but I tried to fit it in where I could for the build. Going out this door brings you out to the top of the keep. As you can tell, there's a snowstorm going on. Here's another small apartment somebody's got already. I built these towers for them to put down ballistas so they could shoot at dragons if they needed to, but I don't know that they have ballistas or scorpions available yet. this top part of the keep just goes all the way around, and we'll go in each of these buildings here in just a minute. This is that Wolf's Head feature that I was pointing out, and these are those staircases. So I try to make it easy for people to get in and out, and get up and down and find their way to where they needed to go. All right, this is the going to be the Stark's private lounge where they can go as a family and just get away from things. I wanted to detail this feature. I've often done this design, but this is the first time I did one where it has like a little room through here. And of course, you do this by offsetting the floor and then the walls, and then it's amazing once you take the floors away, they stick to what they're on. Sometimes they break and sometimes they don't, but this time it stayed with it, which was good. I was happy about it. Going upstairs, this is just a loft, and it goes out to this balcony where you have a view of the Godswood. All right, back outside. We're going to go up here. There's another cozy apartment. This is another stairway down. We came up the other one. That's the other one down there. This is a small barracks, someplace during a PvP assault. People could spawn in and they'd have an armory and whatever they needed to get back into the battle. This tower right here, I usually think of it as the central heat exchanger. Some of you may know the Winterfell sits on top of hot springs. The hot springs are then pumped throughout the keep to keep the floors nice and warm in winter. And I kind of think of these buildings here as heat exchangers, also as solariums where the sun is brought in to help heat up the water tanks to keep the water, or to, I guess, to help make sure everything stays warm, just to accommodate any extra needs that they've got. But this room right here is the council chamber. So you'd have a table in here, so you'd have all your council meetings. And I put this mosaic ceiling in just as a feature to hide some other stuff. To get the build right, I had to place those upside down roof pieces all the way around, and I just figured I'd do this on the inside to make it look better. This is the central boiler tank. This is a copper tank, or copper reinforced tank, where the water gets heated. And you just can walk all the way up. Here you can look up and you can see the glass solarium at the top, heating the water tank. The next floor is the Winterfell library. It's like an ancient Winterfell library. Usually in RP, the Maesters consider this one of the most ancient and fully stocked libraries in all the kingdom. And this is a place you would go to find mysterious things, usually in RP. And going up one more floor, just to get a view of it. This is just the top. You can kind of see the work that was done to make the circle. All of it is centered on the horizontal, at least the east-west. And it's actually centered on the north-south vertical. And the east-west, it's offset, I think, by 2/3. I tried to get it as close as I could to the golden ratio, but it's not quite there. But it looks pretty decent on the outside. All right, heading on back down. There we go. That goes to the council chamber, but we want to go outside here. So this is just a back hall. Kind of shows some of the hidden workings. You can see I had to do 2 layers of flooring to get everything to snap correctly. And now we're back outside. And next I'm going to show you the workshop and some features of the walls. So this is the workshop. It's got a special armory space. And then through here, this is one way to get inside the walls. And I have access points all throughout so that you can get up to the walls and get around to wherever you need to get to. Over here is the forester's house. It's just a custom house designed so that they could have some place to stay. That wasn't too far away. And we'll go on up here. There's a place that you can fall through the ground. I was trying to get this fixed earlier. I might need to do that again. That's just a part of the map that does that. So here is the back tower. It's got a way up. Each of these towers is done a little bit differently because of the layout underneath and where it was. I had to do something different for each one. There's that little covered walkway. And then this is the tower that goes down into the bowels of the main tower, or one of the gate towers. And then I built this for the defenses. If they're able to put out siege weapons in the future, they could put a siege weapon here, or a ballista. And they've got these ramparts that they can use to get around. And just look at different parts of the keep. And there it is. Looking at it from above once more. You can see the copper that the copper patina for the heat exchanger tower and the solariums. And there's a minor one for the Maester's tower. And fly on down here. And fly out. There we go. I want to see a nice picture to end on. I think that's one of the views most people think of when they think of Winterfell. Thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the tour.